Imagine you're at a bustling New York startup negotiating a deal that could make or break the company's future. Everyone's playing a game they don't even realize. They're driven by instincts etched into our DNA. Why do some leaders thrive while others falter in these high-stakes moments? Evolutionary psychology might just hold the secret code. Let's crack it open. We tend to think business is all cold strategy and spreadsheets. But what if deep-rooted human nature rules more than we admit? Here's how evolution sneaks into your boardroom. Gad Saad opens the book with a story about a retailer who completely misread why customers avoided a product. Turns out it wasn't price or quality, it was subtle cues linked to innate human preferences shaped by evolutionary pressures. This retailer's failure wasn't just a business error, it was ignoring biology's influence. Think of evolutionary psychology as the ancient operating system running our modern business software. Just like a smartphone's OS shapes how apps run, our evolutionary past shapes decisions, whether buying a flashy car or choosing a brand. This framework explains why some marketing campaigns hit and others flop spectacularly. Here's the kicker: business schools largely ignore biology. Leaders who don't understand that their employees and customers are wired by millions of years of evolution miss key signals. This leads to misguided strategies that look smart on paper but fail in the wild, proving you can't outsmart human nature no matter how clever you think you are. Gender debates in the office can get heated, but evolutionary psychology offers a surprising, evidence-based lens to understand why men and women often operate differently at work. Saad's research dives into a study where male and female executives displayed contrasting approaches during negotiations. Men tended to engage in competitive brinkmanship, pushing hard for dominance, while women leaned towards collaboration and empathy. These patterns echo ancestral roles where men competed for status and women fostered social bonds, patterns still alive in boardrooms today. Picture business negotiations as a dance encoded in DNA. Men's evolutionary role in status contests drives aggressive tactics, like a wolf defending territory. Women, in contrast, act like skilled diplomats building alliances. Recognizing this biological choreography helps decode behaviors instead of dismissing them as mere stereotypes or biases. When companies design policies ignoring these natural tendencies, they run into trouble. Conflicts escalate, morale dips. But those that tailor environments respecting evolutionary differences see happier teams and smarter cooperation. The evolutionary insight isn't about boxes, it's about reconciling our biological diversity for better outcomes. Ethics might feel like a modern invention, but evolutionary psychology shows it's wired deep, and it even shapes who rises to leadership. Ready to rethink what makes a great boss? In one fascinating chapter, Saad tells of executives whose companies thrived because leaders embodied traits like fairness and reciprocity, ancient moral instincts that keep human groups cohesive. These weren't just nice ideals, but survival tools etched into our brains, guiding trust and cooperation. Imagine leadership as wielding a double-edged sword forged by evolution. Charisma and dominance can charm and command teams, but leaders must also honor evolved ethics like fairness to maintain loyalty. Like a wolf pack alpha balancing strength and social harmony, the best leaders strike this balance effortlessly. When executives betray these primal ethical codes through corruption or selfishness, the fallout is brutal. Trust shatters, teams crumble, and businesses fall. Evolution has preset wiring that punishes cheaters, proving that ethical leadership isn't just law, it's biology's business imperative. Back in that chaotic New York startup, realizing the evolutionary forces at play changes everything. Negotiations aren't just power plays, they're ancient rituals wired deep in our brains. Next time you face a tough business call, remember, look past the numbers, tune into the biological signals beneath, and you'll not just survive, you'll thrive. Try this before your next big decision. Pause and ask, what would evolution want me to see here? Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.